Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I am Sock Marionette, a middle-aged lady in a tiara, talking about books and related topics. And with me today is Blake of Blake Hart's Books.
Yes. Hello.
You. And Anita says, I'm busy today, so I won't be able to join you, but I'll watch this later. But I'm hitting the like button. Thank you, Anita. I appreciate it. And since you're watching this back later, how's the future? Does it have dinner?
Ooh, good question.
Okay, we have a couple of people in the audience. I mean, I think StreamYard's not always super accurate about that, but I am going to explain. I'm probably going to have to explain this multiple times why I look this way. I am in a beautiful downtown my bedroom. I'm usually in beautiful downtown my sitting room, but today it's beautiful downtown my bedroom because I want to use. I'm going to try to do videos during the sprints. Ah. Maury says, hello, Sock. Hello, Maury. And anyway, so I'm gonna try again to film during the sprints. So I want to keep that mentally separate, in the other room. That's where all the stuff is.
Yeah.
The problem is I usually don't use this room these days because the lighting is very, very finicky. And who needs that kind of stress? I don't. And so today when I set up, I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. And then I realized I looked very, very green. Super duper green. That's because behind me, there's like the pinkish purplish lights on the tree. And then there's all that stuff on the bookcase. And so the color correction was turning me green.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I couldn't figure out how to fix the color other than by desaturating to the point where you can see the light. I didn't quite desaturate because it's picking up the pink on my blouse and on the tree, but I desaturated because without the desaturation, I look as green as my little pal Yoda here.
That's amazing.
May the 4th be with you, since it's a couple of days late.
Right.
Maury says, but the pink lights on the tree are so pretty. But I was living up to your name. I was Green Woman. And that wasn't cool. No. So, what's everybody up to? What are you up to?
I got all of my work done, so I'm just chilling this afternoon. I am going to try to read The Reunion by Megan Quinn, one of her older ones. So, what you got on the docket?
Are you doing, do you have a diamond art in front of you?
Yeah, I do. How did you know?
I guess. The way you were hunched over protectively.
I know.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
I realize. Remember how Maury says it's not easy being green.
It's not.
When I was talking the other day about getting diamond art painting, getting like 2 and swapping the colors around, I realized that there's a name for that. It's called kit bashing.
Oh, I didn't know
it's not called kit bashing, but kit bashing is when you get like kits for making something and then you use different elements from different kits and bash something together. This would be like the diamond art, jewel art, gem art equivalent.
Yeah, I like that. I think you should.
Gem bashing, but I haven't done it. Maybe I will.
Stay tuned.
But I don't need one more thing that I feel obligated to do.
I feel that in my soul.
I guess I'm not really a crafter as such. I'm just a person because I feel like, no, I don't want to take up a new craft because I don't have the mental bandwidth. Whereas the crafters I know are just like, oh, give me all the crafts. I'm not worried about it. It's like me buying books. I'm like, yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Ana says, hello. Sorry, I was watering my garden. Well, you can make your garden grow. You wouldn't need to do that here today because it's kind of raining a little bit.
Same here.
And Elle's Books, Danielle Dodson, I believe is the name of her channel. I'm subscribed. I want to say Hobson, but I think it's Dodson. I think it's Danielle Dodson. Yeah. Let me know if I'm wrong. It says, reading A Home for Mother's Day by Lee Tobin McLean. Oh, were you the one who was talking about that the other day in a sprint? Or was that somebody else? It's love inspired.
Okay.
And Mother's Day is coming up.
Very topical, yes.
I have the things. Okay, I'm in a buddy read with Kristen of the Neverending TBR in Kristen's Corner. We are buddy reading Savage Lover, book 3 in Brutal Birthright. And so far, it's going well. Somebody in the Roxy last night, I think it was saying this was her favorite book.
Oh, okay.
For her, not her favorite book overall, her favorite book from that series.
Right, right, right. I figured.
And Danielle says, don't remember. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that's love inspired
Yeah.
because I think I saw it somewhere. Is it an arc? Maybe I saw it when I was browsing the arcs in NetGalley. Anyway, so I have a Savage Lover, and that's a buddy read, and I have 4 chapters to read today because we're doing 4
Ooh.
chapters a day. They're not
Mhm.
very long,
Right.
but we're enjoying it. It has a street racing element to it, which is very enjoyable. So that's that. I am also Aina, who just joined us from watering her garden. She and I finished Caught Up last night,
Oh, yeah. No, that's
and
the
we
Allen.
really, really enjoyed it. And
Good.
we are debating whether or not we want to just immediately leap into Game On.
Do it.
The third,
Ooh, I
and
really like the way that this Game On came on your screen, the color. It looked really good. Sorry.
yes,
Yeah.
it's popping,
Yeah.
much like Yoda.
Yes. It's kind of like, I feel like you're in Wicked right now. The greens and the
I hold
pink.
these 2 up. I can probably bring it back to full color, and then it will color correct for the green.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm not worried about that right now. I'm just not. Okay, she says probably I got it early. Yeah, I think that was I probably saw it because I was browsing Harlequin the other day on NetGalley, and I picked up a couple things, but not that because Love Inspired isn't really the line for me. So, but I hope you're enjoying it, Danielle.
Definitely.
And Maurice said, I am stuck inside being surrounded by smoke in our little valley, reading Empire of Shadows today and listening to Crocodile in the Sand.
Elizabeth Peters. Nice.
I am sorry that you are experiencing that kind of event. That kind of is not great. That blows. And Anna says, I want to so bad. I've had multiple people tell me they liked it as much as Lights Out. Game on. I want to too, but I have like other things going on. I have a lot of library books out. Oh, and when I grabbed the books off the shelf, this one came along for the ride.
Why not?
Why not? And I have all those library books I need to read, but I think I was feeling a little overwhelmed last night, and now I'm feeling a little more mellow. I have been reading this book. It is called A Killer Kind of Romance.
Oh, I want to read that.
It is by Letizia Larini.
Good so far?
It's pretty good. Each chapter starts with a definition of a trope, and some of them get shoehorned in a little hard. And it's like, well, but then they kind of explain it later, and like, oh, okay, yes, I should have looked beyond just the obvious.
Yeah.
And it takes place here in Connecticut.
Ooh.
It's got, you know how the Canadians have CanCon, which is Canadian content.
Yeah.
ConCon, Connecticut content. But I know enough about Connecticut that I'm like, I don't understand. She lives very close to a town called Wethersfield, which is near our state capital, Hartford, which is not the biggest city in the state, but and we have a lot of colleges and universities in this state. So I still don't know why she went to Providence in Rhode Island to go book shopping.
Yeah.
I'm like, did you just look at a map? And then she's talking about one character, and this is something I'm glad I looked up. One character was going to visit her daughter at UConn in Groton. Mm-hmm. And I was like, but UConn's in Stores. It's not near Groton. And then I was like, wait a minute, they have a satellite campus or something there. So I looked it up, and I'm glad I did because it's so pretty. It is in Avery Point, which is part of Groton, which is like right on Long Island Sound. They have like a small campus, 4-year college campus that's a satellite of UConn, but it's like a full service college. And they have majors there that are specific to being on the water, like maritime studies and marine biology. And they also have English and psychology, but it is such a pretty little campus.
Oh, that's
so it's like a way you could be at UConn and still, like, if you want to, have that kind of small liberal arts college feeling. And like I said, it's just a very, very pretty campus because I was glad I looked it up because I was like, wait a minute, they do have a satellite campus there. And I was like, I did not realize how complete it was. So you learn something new and you get to look at pretty pictures every day. And Ada says, I am trying to finish up the last 60 pages of A Court of Frost and Starlight. Well, I'm thinking of having a longer sprints. I did that the last couple of times. We had longer sprints so that people could get their momentum on. So, and Wyoming is here, and she says, "Barkity, hello everyone." Ooh, I'll be right back.
Ooh. She's probably getting Dog.
I gotta get a puppy.
I was gonna say, I knew
I
it.
do have Yoda.
Yes, but
I also have, speaking of Connecticut and Yukon, I have this little puppy.
cute. Looks
And
kind of like a
he
polar
actually
bear.
has a ribbon that you can't really see, but he is meant to be a representation of the Yukon Husky, which is the mascot for Yukon.
Nice.
Barkity barkity. His name is Jonathan, which is the name of the mascot.
Oh, okay.
Barkity barkity.
That's a random. But
I do not have Handsome Ned from Yale. Yale Bulldogs.
Yes.
I don't know if you can get a stuffy Handsome Ned, and I don't know that I would, but it is potentially an option.
I have a Pop-Tart. Like a stuffed Pop-Tart. It's pink. So it would look great with you today. Yeah, after the Pop-Tart bowl, I was like, I gotta get a Pop-Tart. Do you want to see it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I want to see the Pop-Tart.
Let me just grab all my.
So anyway, what I'm going to be doing today, while Blake is,
while I get my
there she is.
Stuffies. There it is right here. I'll show you. I'll give you a little tour. This is my Pop-Tart. It's pink.
Raspberry frosted.
Yeah.
Or cherry frosted.
I'm from St. Louis. So I had to get a Clydesdale.
I have a similar pony.
You have a Clydesdale?
Her name is Wendy.
Oh, this is Clyde because I'm not that creative.
Wendy's in the other room.
Do you want to see my two others really quick?
Absolutely. Maury says so cute.
Oh, and this is my Kookaburra from Bill
Oh, hang on. Where are my glasses? I want to see this business.
Yes, he's a.
Oh, let me make you big. I'm going to make you big.
Oh, okay. Oh. What happened?
I don't know. I did not make you big. That's just okay. I thought I was going to make you big. Oh, and then I accidentally removed you. That didn't go well. We'll just pretend that never happened.
This is Kevin McSprinkles after Kevin, whatever his name is from Home Alone. I can't think of his last name.
McAllister.
This is Kevin McSprinkles. He's a Kookaburra.
Mm-hmm.
And then my last
Maury says that one is awesome.
Right? And then I have a giant sushi roll.
Oh, he's a sushi roll, or she is.
Yeah, or she is. It doesn't. I don't think it's gendered. He's just there.
Might have to be gendered because I need to know what voices to use.
Oh, that's fair. I just use my own voice, but that's my little.
We have one non-binary.
Oh,
we have a non-binary parrot.
Oh.
And what happens there is well, it's not non-binary, it's gender fluid, because sometimes they have a low boy voice, and sometimes they have a high girl voice, and it's the same individual. And also we have Moosey Bear. Moosey Bear wears a dress, and she has a fetching little antler bow, but she does have antlers. So we don't ask questions. It never even occurred to me that maybe she was a trans moose until long after she arrived. I was like, wait a minute. For the most part, female moose don't have antlers.
We don't ask questions. Not in the world.
Yeah, no. And somebody just said, shh, we never asked her, and she never told.
Yeah, it's fine.
We are an accepting community.
Yes, absolutely.
Affirming. So anyway, yes, I am enjoying this book.
Good.
And what it is, it's about a woman who has a podcast where she talks about crime fiction.
Mm-hmm.
And in her town, first off, the guy she always had a crush on comes back to town, and somebody starts killing people in her town using the methods of the books that she discusses on her podcast.
I love that so much.
So it's fun. I believe it's on Kindle Unlimited.
Oh,
I got it from the library.
I'm gonna swoop it up.
Yeah. And let's see. We accept Moosey Bear for who they are. Well, she's very aggressively she, her. She was the company that made her, I think she's a goond, but I'm not sure. They also made a virtually identical moose with the antlers and everything, who was dressed in boy outfits. Well, when I got Moosey Bear, I just got her. And then many years later, on eBay, I got the boy version. His name is Mac Moose. I think they're actually Winnie and Wendell or some, I don't know. But she's Moosey Bear and he's Mac Moose. The Mac is short for macaroni.
Oh, okay. I like it.
And
I
then
like it.
then I picked up, I think I found him at a thrift store or something. I rescued him from the thrift store, a very heavy moose. And he's one of those that's filled with beans and you can stick him in the microwave.
Yes.
And he could, well, he took one look at our microwave and was like, no, just no. And I was like, I'll clean it. And he's like, no, not going to happen. He's Mike Moose for microwavable.
Oh, that's
But
perfect.
he put his hoof down and he was like, no, I'm not having any of it. It's not going to happen.
My parents still have a microwave from the 80s. So I don't know if I would put Mike Moose in one of those like 80s microwaves, the ones that are like huge. You know what I'm talking about with like the turn dials?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I am aware of these things. I was alive during that time.
What was I?
Very briefly.
Correct.
Barely. I have full memories of the entire decade.
I was gonna say, I'm sure you do.
You missed nothing.
Good.
Okay. So anyway, so as usual, we're going to do the 10 minutes of yuck.
Okay.
I'm not going to do any 10 minutes of yuck because, well, I got stuff to do, but I'm just going to do some puttering. I'm not going to do any hardcore yuck.
Okay.
And of course, anybody can do what they want. Make phone calls, answer emails, not do anything yucky at all. Finish the lunch dishes. Whatever. Or start the lunch dishes if you live in a different time zone. So we are going to go to 26 minutes past.
Perfect.
Actually, by the time I figure out the banner, it'll be more like 27 minutes. So
No
sprinting until 27. And okay, show it. Ooh, I did it correctly. Yay!
Yay.
See you guys in
Yay.
10 minutes or so.
Perfect.
Are we back?
Yes.
Okay. I was trying to make I just try to keep making quiet noises so nobody gets too startled. But then my mic doesn't always pick up on it. So
No worries.
I don't know what to do.
That's fair.
Wake up, you mofos. No, that's not right. Emily is here. She says, Emily, this is Emily Lost in the library. Hey, everyone. A little late because I was making lunch. But what were you making? We need to know. We have to know.
Yes.
Maury says, hi, Emily. Ina says, it's May and I just got a frost warning on my phone.
No.
My poor little baby plants are going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And Maury came in with a practical suggestion, asking if she has an old sheet she could gently put over them. That has saved many a plant from death by late frost.
Yeah.
I read historical romances from time to time. And they're out there draping blankets over the trees in the orchard and lighting fires underneath to save the apple crop or whatever.
Yeah.
Always very exciting. Always results in sex for some reason. I don't know.
Why not?
Or at least some, making out.
Right. Some kind of activity.
Oh, nice. Of delight from Maury. She says, my yuck was interrupted by a delivery of yum book gifts from a book friend. Lovely. I have something I should be mailing out, but I don't know that I'm going to get to the post office today.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, as long as I don't show the person's address, it makes for a nice fan because it is suckers. School bus. Whenever school bus goes by, my mom and I always yell suckers. We didn't really like school until we got it to college.
Yeah, I understand that.
I didn't even like school until, I had to go away and come back from college. My onions should survive, says Ana. Well, onions are very hardy, but the little radish seedlings will probably die. Oh, no. I know. A lot of people will put them indoors and then take them out.
Yeah.
Except that, you don't think you need to do that by the time May rolls around. At least not in this. Suckers going the other way. At least this time of year in this part of North America, you don't expect to do that.
Yeah.
I know I think there's a cooking show. I can't remember what it's called, but on YouTube. And is a group of guys who are chefs, and they keep their herb garden in a wheelbarrow. It's it's in containers on the wheelbarrow, and then they can roll it. It can follow the sun around. They can put it in the sun when it needs. I mean, they keep it indoors.
Yeah.
But they have windows and they have a balcony. So it's they can put it in the sun. If they need a little more sun, they can follow the sun around as the day progresses. They need a little less sun, they can pull them back. So I thought that was a pretty good idea.
Yeah, that's a really great
idea. You could use a bar cart too.
Ooh, yes.
You could probably, I actually have a bar cart. I need to do a video about this because I got the bar cart late December, early January, and I put it together, and it's for books, not booze.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I need to do a video about it. And I was just looking over my footage of me setting. I didn't take footage of me actually assembling it. But the thing is I need to figure out, right now it does have books and things on it, but I need to figure out exactly how I want to style it. So perfection is the enemy of progress in this instance. I may try to create some ingredients to cover them. And Maury, that was Ana. Maury says, The Keeper of Magical Things by Julie Young and a cottagecore sticker book. So happy. I have a couple of cottagecore sticker books. They're nice. That's a clever idea, says Ana. And she says, I haven't yet planted my cilantro.
Hold off. Or put it in your window. Plant it in a little pot and then put it in your window. Because you don't need a lot, right? I don't use cilantro. It tastes like soap. So.
Some people to some people it tastes like soap, and to others it doesn't. Right. I am one of the people for whom it tastes like soap, but I kind of like that. Oh, okay. So it has enough other stuff balancing it, because I remember the first time I had cilantro, it was in a restaurant, and I thought maybe they hadn't rinsed their dishes thoroughly enough. I was like, this is pretty good, but what am I tasting? It tastes kind of musty. And I was leaning across. I was not, I was in high school or something. I was leaned across to my mother. I says, it almost tastes like the dishes are too clean. And she goes, it's the cilantro. We'll talk later. Because I didn't want to say anything, too loud. I was just she's like, can you eat it? And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm enjoying it. It's kind of an unusual flavor I haven't experienced before. So
Yeah.
I think I didn't say that about the soap until after we'd left the restaurant because I didn't want to, cast aspersions when I was pretty sure that it was not. I was pretty sure the
Your
problem
fault.
was not with the
Right.
dish soap. Anywho, uh, let's see. Ana says, I use it in my homemade salsa and steak tacos. Yeah, the kind of
Mm.
cooking Ana does, I would imagine she uses it a fair amount.
Okay, then yeah, you'd need it more than just like a little plant.
Yeah. In homemade, yeah, because she makes her own salsa. I don't know if she uses it in her chili or sprinkles it on top of her chili, but I know she makes
Mhm.
a nice chili. She has a couple of different chili recipes she likes to make, and she's like always telling me what she's making, and I'm like, I could do that.
You could, but
I could. Now, anyway, I was like, I can be there in like 21 hours.
right? Road trip.
Road trip. Yes. So anyway, I just did some puttering around. I'm sitting here and I have these books next to me, and I like picked one up and started to read it, even
Mhm.
though it's not, you know, any of the books I just mentioned. And
Right?
I'm like
As it is.
smacking my wrist.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot to mention what I have in progress, and that is it is an arc,
Okay.
and it is, hold on a second. The Trouble with a Fake Courtship by Maggie Weston, which is a Harlequin historical that is coming
Yeah.
out at the end of the month, and I'm enjoying it.
Good. Good.
I had to download the NetGalley app for my phone because usually I just do it on my laptop because somebody sent me an audio arc. And I
Oh.
was just like, oh, okay. Well, I had already read the book and I
Mhm.
requested it from NetGalley so that I could leave a review on NetGalley. And they sent me they authorized me to have the audiobook, which I
Oh.
don't usually do audiobooks. And I listened to it. I really liked the book. I gave it 4 stars. And most of the things I didn't like about it were it's her first novel. And so it was mostly just like a couple of points here and there. I was thinking, the audiobook I did not care for at all.
Ooh.
It's a YA, and the character's supposed to be like 17. The person reading it, I mean, it's a first person. And when she was reading the narration parts, she sounded much too mature. The narrator
Oh,
did, the speaking narrator.
yeah.
But when she was reading the dialogue parts, she sounded too young, especially in contrast to the maturity of her voice for the rest of it. And
Oh.
also, when I read a book, I hear it, as I'm reading it. And her cadence and the words she chose to emphasize were completely different from how I heard it in my head.
Mhm.
And I was just like, yeah, I didn't care for the book's good, but didn't care for the audiobook. This was The Cove by Claire Rose.
Oh, yeah.
It's a YA kind of thriller that
Mhm.
may or may not have supernatural elements.
Oh, I like that.
To say more would be a spoiler on that.
Right?
Anyway, but yes, so I liked that was the one where I found the arc at the little at the
Yeah.
Friends Library store in Meriden,
Mhm.
and they didn't charge me for it because it's an arc.
Right.
Um, so I left a review on Goodreads saying how I liked it, and I tagged the author and the publisher and everything, and then they gave me this, and it was like very nice of them to do that when I hadn't even asked for it. But
Yeah.
okay. And Ana says, I'm not sure if I'm just not typing carefully enough or if my phone is purposefully doing this to me, but literally everything I type comes out messed up if I do not triple check it. Well, I think everybody is like, as we progress with the technology and the technology doesn't always keep up with us, I think we've all gotten to be more adept at decoding things that our friends
Mhm.
type on their phones.
Yes.
I did not realize that my all-time problem my all the time problem, that was just me not reading it correctly, typoitis was contagious. Well, I once looked it up, and it turns out that the reason that we all have these problems is that we all make these mistakes, but we don't all make the same mistakes. So it's hard for the technology companies to figure out how to make something that's a little more typo proof because, like, I know I always tend to hit the key slightly to the right of what I'm trying to hit. Other
Mhm.
people, it's slightly to the left. Other people, it's up, down. It's just, it goes in too many directions for them to come up with something that would make it a little easier.
Yeah.
Which is why I prefer to do things on my laptop. Anyway, because I had the NetGalley app on my phone, I was able to start reading one of those books on my phone. Because Monday I drove my mom to an appointment, And I thought she was going to want me to go in with her, but she didn't. She's like, you just wait out here. And I was like, oh, well, I didn't bring a book. And she just laughed at me. And I was like, well, I can start reading this book. And that was the trouble with the fake courtship. I'm really enjoying it.
Good.
It's Victorian. It's like 1847, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
And it is like it's a fake courtship.
Love it. I love those.
I do. So what I'm going to do today is, like I said, I'm going to try to record a video in the other room during the sprint, because I'm going to have a nice long sprint, 45 minutes, I think. And it's going to be, I don't know if I'm going to have to do this as 2 videos, because I recorded my first video for the Passport to Connecticut libraries, where I talked about the program and the stuff that I'd picked up in the libraries I'd been to. Since then, I've been to 22 libraries.
Ooh.
I may have to split it up. I may not. One of the things I got, preview for the video, a rubber duck. A tiny little rubber duck.
Fun.
And I got some other cool stuff too. Since I met my 20 book goal, says Aina, I reset it to 50 for the year. Now that they do confetti when you reach it on Goodreads, when you reach your goal, you get confetti. Yeah. I just keep changing it by like 5 or 10 book increments.
Yep.
Emily is saying hey to Maury. Aina says, I'm not at 24 out of 50. You are at 20. I'm confused. No, I'm happy. Now I'm sad. Just running the gamut. Sorry for the late reply, says Emily. I was eating a turkey wrap. Oh, that's what's for lunch. Turkey wrap.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm now at. Now, not. And here I was talking about how good I was getting at deciphering. Right? He's glaring at her phone. I'm glaring at your phone. I met my yearly goal this week too, Aina.
Good job.
Well, I met my, set yearly goal, which was pretty modest. I mean, my goal every year is to like hit 365 or 366 if it's a leap year. So, okay. But I don't set it at that, because that's just asking for trouble.
Right.
I think right now I have it set for 125 and I'm at 131 or something. I don't know. Round of applause. I'm not even going to try to make the noise, to push the button to make the noise. I will just like accidentally set off a bomb. Yeah, I make mine lower so I don't stress myself out, says Emily. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, 45 minutes. I'm going to round up to 50 to take us up to 30 past the hour.
Sure.
So we're going to do a 50-minute sprint, and I will see if I can actually get away with only doing 1 video, if I have to do 2.
Good luck.
Let me adjust the banner. I feel like I should just leave it on sprinting until 27 minutes past the hour. It's already there. I'll be like, oh, I can do this, and then it'll just not work out for me. Yay. Okay, see you guys in about 50 minutes.
Sounds good.
We're back.
Amazing.
How was the break for the sprints? How did your sprints go?
Good. I'm gonna place this really quick. I put my towels in the dryer. I redecorated my Kindle case with some stickers.
Let me see.
And then
Sorry, I had to get my reading glasses and then
you're good. And there's a glare.
Nice.
So, and I've been working on this. I got to another section of my diamond painting. I'm down here now. So, yeah. How'd you do?
Well, I recorded my video.
Good.
I think I recorded like 25 minutes. It's probably going to edit down to about like 12 because I kept having to stop and count on my fingers. Did I talk about all the libraries I wanted to? And I was just having trouble getting my head in the game. Also, my nose started itching like crazy. So I'm like having to I didn't bother to stop the camera each time, of course, and just edit that out. But I'm like, and my nose, if you end up watching the video, it gets progressively redder. The more I have to, I mean, by now I look like I'm celebrating Red Nose Day. And so, but I did get my video recorded. Hopefully I can use the footage. And Stormy says, I totally spaced on what day it was. Hi, ladies. Okay. And Ada says, I recorded a squirrel brain book haul and read to page 203 of 229. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And Wyoming, if you're still here, could you give me a quick barkity? Because there's something I want to show you. So I did those things.
Good.
And I'm trying to decide if I want to dedicate an entire video to the Georgette Heyer Hall.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Because I found these books at one of the libraries in their sale rooms.
Mm-hmm.
These are the trade paperbacks.
Yep.
Unbroken Spine.
Ooh,
I got 21 of them for 50 cents each. So
that's amazing.
So I might do a whole video just on those.
I think you should.
Do I like Georgette Heyer? I don't know. Hey! I hope everybody's okay. I don't know if you could hear the siren, but there was a siren.
No. Oh, okay. Nope.
It's my ride. Got my lunch and read more. Ooh, what'd you have? Barkity, she's still here. One of the pieces of swag I picked up was from Berlin Peck Library. We have a town called Berlin, and the library is the Berlin Peck Memorial Library. I guess the Peck family is what's being memorialized there. But they ordered a bunch of stickers, and you had to choose just one. And they're called the Pecking Order. And they're chickens doing various things related to subjects you can find in the library.
Oh, that's amazing.
I had a hard time choosing, but I ended up picking history because look at this. Look at it.
Oh, I love it.
That's a chicken
amazing.
Wearing a helmet and carrying a spear.
A Roman chicken?
A Roman chicken, maybe a Greek chicken.
Yeah, there you go. I love it.
I don't know, but how was I supposed to resist? But they had chickens reading books. They had chickens doing science, etc.
Chickens doing science, I love.
Well, Maury says, I vote yes. Well, that's all it takes is one person saying, I might watch that. And I'll be like, yes, I'm going to do it. I have a massive mandate to do this thing. Stormy says, oh, that is cool. I don't remember what that's in reference to.
Maybe the stickers?
My chicken?
Yeah. The chickens.
If it was the chicken, or it might have been the Georgette Heyer.
Either one. I agree.
Because these Harlequin ones, I just picked up 3 for demonstration purposes. Mm-hmm. And this one has a foreword by Casey Michaels. And this one has a foreword by Linda Lale Miller. And I'm guessing the others also have forewords from
other authors. That's cool.
Other authors. Ha says, whoops. Ha where was I? Ha I love it. So fun. It says Wyoming. Wyoming has like over 40 chickens at her place.
Oh, cool.
Something like that. And Maurice says, I had salad and now the greens are coming from more local. Greens are coming from more local areas. So it's even yummier. Grilled zucchini and chicken on the sides. So yummy. It was for the hair books.
No, it's for the chicken, Stormy. We like the
I
chicken.
think I hadn't shown the chicken yet. I bet Stormy
Oh.
thinks the chicken's plenty cool, though.
She better. I
As
don't
you
know
can
why I
see,
care.
because I recorded my video, I have now relocated myself and restored my color.
Huzzah,
You
you're
can
back
see
in the
just how
world.
red my nose is getting. Oh, and one more preview of what's going to be in the video. I was at this one library, and they have a pretty nice library sale like twice a year. I've been to the ones in the fall, but I have never been to the one in the spring. But that's coming up next weekend, so maybe I'll go. But I did buy a lot of books while I was out and about because I also went to Book Barn. And they had this bookcase in the lobby at Guilford, and it was like, if you take one of these books, they're free. If you take it, do not return it to the library. Do not donate it to the Friends of the Library. It was just basically, take this off our hands. We never ever want to see it again. And the books were in pretty good shape, so I think it was just like they had too many copies of them or something. But the one I grabbed was Hot Ice by Nora Roberts, which I did not actually have a copy of, and I mean, it was free, so I was willing to run that risk, but I didn't have it. And it's large print.
Ooh, that's rare.
And I do like to have some large prints handy for like when my eyes are feeling tired or just don't want to put as much effort into the mechanics of reading. So yes. Yes, says Stormy. The chicken was cool. Too bad you could only take one. I know. I would have liked to see the chicken reading a book or doing science. Chickens for science.
What about the mystery one? Was there like a mystery like Sherlock Holmes chicken like with the magnifying glass? That would be really cool.
I don't know. Let's see if they have pictures of them on the website or something like that. So during the next sprint. So
13 more chickens.
Wyoming has 13 more chickens. They hatched 2 weeks ago. So are you up to 60 by now? I think she was at 42, so I guess she's at 55.
Ooh, that is a lot of chickens.
I don't know. Unless the coyotes came through.
Sad. Oh, yes.
I just like said that about the coyotes coming through, and I'm like, wait a minute, I got my coyote right here.
I know, it's like that is so timing. Good job.
Yeah, he's just sitting right next to me on the couch. So anyway, yeah, so I think I can so here's this was in the first video that I already posted, where I got the coffee mug.
Yes,
So I've been putting a bunch of swag in there, and I have a couple of things that just won't fit in here, so. But they've been sitting on the table for like several days now, waiting for me to record this, so now I can like put this stuff away.
Yeah.
And the place will be a lot tidier.
I know that feeling.
So, do we want another nice long sprint?
Sure.
Okay, we'll do until 1/2 again, which gives us slightly over 50 minutes.
Sure.
Okay. Oh. Of course, I'm folded on the couch in a way that's not really friendly to my knees or my hips. Okay, so we are going to go until 1/2 again. So that gives us like 52 minutes or something like that. I don't even have to change the banner.
Amazing.
Wait, why is it showing me that? Okay, it said 30 on my screen, but 27 on the. Okay, one more comment. Wyoming says 4 raccoons came in last week. Chickens won. I love that for them. I love it. Okay, so I will see you all in 50 minutes. Bye.
Bye.
How's everybody doing?
Good. I just got emails that flooded in for no reason, so I will navigate that later. I'm working on my diamond painting. Put my towels are still in the dryer. Read another cycle. What else did I do? Listened to part of my book because I also have it on audio. And I got a book in the mail. It's The Dinner Party, and it's a Frida McFadden, and it's a choose your own adventure.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
yeah. So I'm excited to see. I have never seen this out or anywhere. So I'm excited to see how this goes. So, yeah. How'd you do?
I finished A Killer Kind of Romance, 4 stars.
Yes, love it. I need to read that. Put that on my list right now.
And I read my 4 chapters of From Savage Lover.
Good job. Good job.
And I did some picking up. I looked up those stickers, the pecking order stickers.
Yeah.
It turns out that that's what they're using to label nonfiction books.
Wild. I love that.
But I couldn't find any more images.
That's still
So,
really cool, though.
chicken's doing science. The chicken's doing science. That was so tempting.
That's amazing. You should
I
have
think what I'll
Mom
do.
Marionette go in and get the chickens with the science.
What was that?
I said you should have your mom go in and get the chickens with the science.
Well, it's over because it was just for the month of April.
Ah, okay.
I think what I'll do is I'll go back to Berlin at some point since they're using them to label. I don't know if they're on the books themselves or on the shelves or what, but I'll take some pictures or I'll check out some books or something and then I can show them off because they're really cute.
That's adorable. Yes, I agree. I think that's fantastic.
And Family and Books, this is Paula, I think her name. Paula. Paula stopped by to say, hey, Sock, Blake, and chat. Popping in to hug the like button. Thank you so much. And Ana says, another book finished. So I finished a book. Ana finished a book. So we have this doll.
Ah.
This is Clarissa Van Dusen because she came from the gift shop at the Van Dusen Botanical Gardens in Vancouver, BC, and she has pocket pals.
Oh, man.
She has, her name is Clarissa Van Dusen, and we have Patty, Maxine, and Laverne.
Oh, cute.
They were named for the Andrews sisters.
Ah.
Patty, Maxine, and Laverne. And apparently, what happens with these totally innocent looking bundles of joy, these pocket pals, apparently they are just absolute demons when it comes to playing poker.
Oh, yeah, it's always those kinds.
And it's like when new stuffed animals and dolls get here, they play poker and they get completely cleaned out.
Ah. You
It's
gotta
like a
watch
rite
them.
of, huh?
But you gotta watch them.
It's a rite of passage. And she says, I picked up The Favor by Suzanne Wright. It's been on my shelf for a couple of years. I think it's a fake dating or arranged marriage CEO story. I can't really remember. I looked it up. It sounded intriguing. It sounded like the kind of thing I might like. I believe it's fake dating or fake engagement.
I like both of those lines. So either one of those storylines are good for me.
Exactly. So. And it's on Kindle Unlimited.
Huzzah.
So I have bookmarked it for later perusal.
Perfect.
And Ana's like, darn it! If you're going to read the same book as me, it's going to be it's going to be Game On.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, what the heck, Sock? What the actual heck?
You just have good book taste. That's all it is.
Similar book taste, yes. Maury said, in my book, set in late 1800s, there is a scene where suffragettes were secretly getting martial arts lessons, and this makes me curious if that was actually happening. I think it's a thing that could have happened. Maybe. Depends.
Maybe it's like self-defense because there was a lot of like beating of the suffragettes, and like trying to like.
It depends on the kind of martial arts it is. Now I want to read a story about suffragettes really getting into bare knuckle boxing.
Krav Maga. That would be wild. Suffragettes learning Krav Maga.
Mm-hmm. Or that Brazilian thing, the Brazilian one that looks like dancing, but it's actually fighting practice.
Tajitsu?
No, that's
No.
Japanese, I think. It's this, I can't remember what it's called, but what happened was when enslavement was rampant in Brazil,
Mhm.
they didn't want they didn't want their slaves practicing martial arts because, you know.
Right.
So, but the slaves were like, we might need these skills someday. So they made it look like they were dancing.
Oh.
And if you watch it, I can't remember what it's called, but just, I don't know, Google or go on YouTube and look for maybe Brazilian martial arts dance or something.
Yeah.
Because one thing they would do is they would make it look like they were dancing, and they would just, like, everything was pulled. I don't know how they do it now, but everything was pulled so they wouldn't actually hit one another because that would, look suspicious. So it's just like, it's very graceful. It is rhythmic because they're dancing. I mean, they're playing
Mhm.
music, and it's like they're constantly in motion. There's no stop start. It's just like all these smooth movements.
That's really cool.
It
I'm
is
gonna have
very
to look
cool.
that up.
And I think suffragettes could have learned that if they knew some Brazilians.
Yeah.
I fed the cat, Anna says, I fed the cats and have retreated to my bedroom. Squirrel brain has become screaming goat brain. Oh no. Oh, that escalated. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. And I'm guessing goat as in the animal, not greatest of all time.
I'm assuming yes.
It's the greatest it's the greatest of all time at having a screaming brain, which is not fun.
No.
A negative kind of greatness. Stormy says, I should have been reading, but was looking at food saving hacks on YouTube instead. Well, also handy, also handy. Sometimes I fixate on something and go down a rabbit hole for days.
I get
Those are
that.
fun. I
Mhm.
think because I think yesterday during Roxy's sprint, she was talking about that she was watching like some struggle meals
Mhm.
from, like, depression. It was like some guy and his grandmother, whatever, and she was talking about, like, how she makes her $150. I guess that's like her stamp or whatever lasts
Yeah.
as long as possible.
Yeah.
And he was saying that she'll buy a pie and she'll cut it into individual pieces, wrap them in tin foil, and then stick them in the freezer so that she can just retrieve them on an as needed basis. And her grandson or whoever was saying, and she even washes and reuses the tin foil. And she's standing there going, don't tell them that. Like, oh,
Oh,
everybody does that.
well, my grandmother used to, like, wash the baggies and all kinds of stuff. Like,
Yeah, we
use
ended
it
up
as
talking about
baggies,
that,
so
about washing out,
yeah.
like, especially if you get those big freezer bags that are really
Yeah.
sturdy.
Yeah.
Well, and crock pot liners.
Yep.
I don't
And
think we were talking about that they were talking about that last
yeah.
night, but I know people do. They're
And
like,
the containers that, like, butter comes in, that crock
those are
pot.
handy.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
She says, yeah, self-defense lessons. Well, I can kind of see that happening. I mean, I don't see them like doing jujitsu or whatever, but just like some basic, like,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be a romance. You could have the bare knuckle boxer come in to, okay, ladies, this is how you fight off an overeager suitor. And then he ends up dating one of the suffragettes.
Yeah, or after hours fight club,
Shh,
you know.
we don't write books about Fight Club.
Oh, right. That's the first rule.
Uh, Anna says, we can read all of the books. I'm BG of picking up,
Thinking I don't know what
thinking.
BG means.
Thinking of picking up the final Akatar books as well and reading a few chapters here and there and there here and there to this is my own reading. It's just
It's
falling
hard to
apart.
read.
I'm really tired.
Do you
And
also, when you read comments, do you read the comments on the side or do you read them on the screen below you?
on the screen below.
See, that's harder. I'm trying to train my brain to do the ones on the side. I feel like they're cleaner to read. I don't
No,
know. No?
I'm tired, and as I get more and more tired, cold reading is hard. I mean, I could like try to
That's
read the
also
back of this book and I'd be struggling. And also, I'm not wearing my reading glasses.
that also would help.
Suddenly I see. Okay. I'm thinking of picking up the final Akatar books as well and reading a few chapters here and there to finally finish that series in October. There we go. Maurice says, I used to help teach women self-defense, so it really intrigued me to think that there could be something similar happening during that time period.
Yes.
If you can dream it, you can be it. According to Google, yes, suffragettes did learn martial arts. Who knew? Says Stormy. Thank you for looking that up, Stormy. Appreciate it. And Maurice says, "Cool, Stormy. Now I have cool, Storm. Now I have my own trail to go wandering down with my curious self leading." I wonder if they have a sticker for a chicken doing martial arts.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Stormy says, "Most of what I put leftovers in are butter containers or cottage cheese containers, LOL. Also, like if you get the pre-sliced, pre-packaged deli meats, those are some nice containers.
Oh yeah, and the one kind, there's like a specific brand that does that. Yeah.
Hillshire Farms does it, and also the store brand at Aldi.
Okay, because when we go to our local grocery store, they just have like plastic bags of like to-go ones that are already sliced, but they're in like plastic bags. So that's why I just don't know what brand.
Another cool thing to do, and you can take different sizes or whatever, is to fill them with water and then put them wherever you have space in your freezer. And if the power goes out, you've got a bunch of extra ice.
Yep, we do that with like Justin has a bunch of Gatorade bottles. So.
Yeah. And Stormy says, "Yes, I use those for containers too, LOL. Pretty much anything that looks like a nice to reuse container I use." Yeah, absolutely. Because when I got that lo mein the other day, they packed it in a rectangular. I got a whole quart, so they packed it in the rectangular ones with the clear plastic lid and the black bottom.
Yeah, I like those.
Those are good because the clear plastic lid means you can see the stuff.
Exactly.
But then I committed it to a salad, and now it's hanging out in a bowl.
It's okay.
So I think we're about done for the afternoon. Caught up on comments, and I hope everybody is motivated for another week.
I loved it. It's a good day.
Well, you know, when I originally started doing this, which was over a year ago, I was like, see if we could get people to share tips and tricks for motivation, and I was going to read books instead. It didn't really. It just evolved into something else. Just hanging out.
Yeah. It's nice.
But if you do like that kind of thing, and you're not already following Kat's Novel Adventures, Momentum Saturday, she kind of does that kind of thing, and What's Up Wednesday, which is probably happening right now, even as we speak. Oh, and I meant to get this and I forgot it, because I'm just not very far from here. In fact,
go get it.
I got it. Get that bag. Okay, I got this candle the other day.
Ooh. Oh, hot girl. What does it say? Hot girl Pilates? Cool.
I got this at, huh?
What does it smell like?
Joy.
Oh.
I think I got it at Marshall's or TJ Maxx or something, but
that tracks.
Yeah. That doesn't say that on the sticker. It's not the usual TJ Maxx sticker. It is neroli, vanilla, and coconut milk.
Ooh.
Neroli is a kind of citrus, but it mostly smells like vanilla. It's got like a slight powdery kind of finish to it.
Yeah.
It is by Aaliyah Ben and Company. I have some bookish ones that are in the other room. I have like Slow Burn Romance and Yearning is My Love Language. And no, Slow Burn Romance. Yearning is My Love Language. I don't remember what the other one is. Anyway. Ana says, "I'm zoning in on clearing a few more books from my physical TBR. Consider me motivated." Nice. Well, I am actually kind of tired. And there's a rumor, started by me, that we have some chocolate gelato in the freezer.
Ooh, that's a nice little treat.
And I'm going to go see if I can get Mom Marionette interested in some of that action.
I love that. I
think that she probably will be. I love that for us.
Yes, I do too. I love that for you.
So, do you have anything coming up?
Nope. Well, I might vlog my Lori Gilmore event on Saturday. We have this whole big thing and we're going to take her around Main Street. So if I get over my camera shyness, as far as like filming other people and being out in the world, I might film that. So it should be fun.
I am trying to decide if I want to drive down to Stamford, Connecticut, in the Panhandle, practically New York City, because now we have a Barnes & Noble outlet.
I think you should film that because I want to see what it's all about. I would love a sock take the Barnes & Noble outlet video.
We could have a mutual accountability dare.
Ooh.
You film Lori Gilmore and Main Street, and I film Barnes & Noble outlet.
I love that.
And if I do it and you don't, then you don't get to watch that video. And if you do it and I don't get to watch that video.
Oh, that is some high stakes there because I really want to see what Barnes & Noble outlet is all about.
I mean, I would never know if you watched it anyway.
Right, but still, in my mind, it's high stakes.
Mutual accountability.
Yes.
Or we could each edit one another's videos.
Oh, that would be a disaster. I am not an editor. I am learning.
Maury says, feeling motivated to have tea. Thanks, Sock and Blake.
You're
I
welcome.
guess that's, or it might have been Sock and all. It might have been and all. And all. And all. Yeah, thank you. I am so looking forward to the new book, says Maury. I still haven't, I have all 4 of the preceding books. Have I read them? No. Do I own them? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Did I find a sweet box set for sale at Marshall's? Yeah, that's kind of how I am. Yes. So I shot the video today. I don't know how long it's going to take me to edit and put it up. And I'm hoping I'll do a flip through Friday. I haven't done a flip through Friday in weeks. So I'm hoping I'll do one because I found I did these Griffin and Sabine books, which are the Nick Bantuck with the letters and stuff in them. I happened to find another Nick Bantuck book called The Forgetting Room. I think it's The Forgetting Room or The Forgetting Book, maybe. I happened to find it at Book Barn. So that sucker came home with me and, Yeah. Ana says, sprints were fun. Enjoy your delicious food and rest well. I should have my book haul, chaotic as it is, posted by the morning. Yes! Squirrel Brain Book Haul!
I love it.
Just Squirrel Brain Book Haul, Screaming Goat Editing.
Ah, that should be the title.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me on screen. I'm glad you had availability and interest, and I hope everybody has a wonderful week ahead of them and a weekend. That's pretty kicking too. And Mother's Day for those of you who celebrate. My mom thinks Mother's Day is BS, so I'm off the hook.
Yeah.
So, and I'll see you next week, and I'm sure I'll see plenty of you in and around other people's streams, in the comments or whatever, between now and then.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.